Everybody wants to be an astronaut. Take the long, tall train to the sun.
Hello everyone and welcome to more for the Golden Path Internationals, being sponsored by Unfussable Narrative. I'm your host and commentator, the BlackShadow, and it's time for week 2 action for Group D, as we've gone through most of the opening week now. Most of the first games have been played, and now we get to see the other half of the brackets. And Group D should be an interesting one. Looking forward to today's game, actually. We've got some pretty solid players in this one. Dipwood, who has played plenty of during the course of the time, also featuring Ozymandias, who is the originator of the Hidden Picks format that we are using for this tournament. So part of me has to wish a bit of luck towards them. But I think this could be a very tight game. I think it's a very tight group, to be fair, as well. I think there's all to play for in this group, wide open for qualification. I think pretty much anyone here could make a good claim to get through progression, and the wild cards, anyone could get access to those. So I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it should be a good contest today. Alright, folks, so here we are then. So, as said, today's game, we've got Dipwood, Ozymandias, the WizardofWit, love that name, and PelicanYawning, some great names in the tournament. So let's get this tournament game set up here. We're hosting the table, just for some convenience here. So look what we got here then, and it's a spicy row immediately. Ozymandias is going to be first to pick, is first in terms of the WizardofWit to pick first here. Have a look at this row here, everyone. Liet Kynes turns up, Chome Delegate, Landing Rights, Space Travel, and Weather Power, all very useful cards in the early game. This is going to be very heavily fought for. I would be surprised to see some heavy reveals or card takers. Donation Devices, our first tech. I mean, questionable value. Spaceport's probably the worst tech in the game. But this isn't a bad row, and I wouldn't hate someone actually trying to find a way to make that work. But Horror Projector looks like loads of use here in this one, so that could be hard to fly over. As for our leaders, well, Helena Rachase is on the board, and I feel like she's going to be taken almost instantly here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Wizard take that. Other than that, Baron's in, Beast is in, Ilban Hundro. Might see some Rumbavernius action, maybe tempted for Detonation Devices. I don't know. We'll have to see. Player's very kind to just let me have a minute to introduce the row. So here we go then. So it will be WizardofWit to go first. I would be amazed to not see Helena picked here. Helena is traditionally pretty good in fourth, and also knows that she's the only person that can reserve cards. There's no ECAS to get in the way, so it feels extra good here. PelicanYawning's going to be up next here. There's so many. There's not bad options here. Do you want to take Baron now? Because someone's going to pick him later, and does. Next we're going to see Dipwood. I expect we'll see probably Beast or Ilban from Dipwood. Ilban's going to be taken here. I think this is fine. Fairly solid, versatile. Not the best row for him, however, is the only thing. So maybe slightly debatable. And Ozzy's going to be up here. Ozzy's got a choice. They can either go for some shipping with Hundro, or they go Beast and nice and solid. I think those are the only two realistic picks here I would probably be going with. Depends which way you see it. Landing Rights is a really cool card for you, and also you can get tons of A out of that. And that is why he goes with Hundro and not the Beast. So Hundro's going to be taken. Wild Tactician or Rapid Mobilization, the opening two techs here. I think I'd probably go Tactician. The thing is, the Hundro is at least you know someone's got that, and you track that, and you know they've got it. So that's going to be interesting. So it's good information. So here we go then. So it will be Ozzy to go first here. Baron Harkonnen is going to be taking, he's taking the, interesting. So he's not going for the throne by the looks of it. He's going to be going for Bene Gesserit. A little bit off the beaten path here for Baron. So I like to see that. So maybe Baron's going to be playing a little bit kind of a little funky here this game. Maybe going a little bit off the beaten path. Anyways, here we go then. So first up, Hundro will be making the way to Fold Space. Ooh, that might change his plans, though, however. Look at this combat. It is the Skirmish and Solari bump. Still goes Fold Space. But that is going to be very tempting with someone to hit Hardy Warriors. Helena does not find her Signet Ring right away. That is unfortuitous. I wonder if Helena might early reveal if it gets back to when no one else does. That is very unfortunate here to not find Signet Ring. Has 7 Persuasion. Oh my goodness me. Elon has revealed instantly for Liet Kynes and Chome Delegate. Whoa. And Dipwood's off to the races. Here we go. This is going to be a good one. No city, no ring, no nothing. I don't even entirely hate that. Dipwood just insta-reveals there. Oh my goodness me. And the fun begins. Appropriate on the row now. That's also a big card here. Wow, wow, wow. So, everyone's going to get some Solari out of this combat here. Baron Harkonnen needs to really draw some cards here to know what they're going to do here. That would be useful. So, Pelican needs to draw some cards. See what he finds it. No faction access. Helena will have access to Hardy Warriors if she wants it, and she probably should take it. So, Baron's going to be up first. I'd imagine we'll see Smuggling. Probably. Could also go for some Spice, interestingly. Okay. Need to take the rewards here. I don't believe Pelican has played too much. Obviously, this tournament does feature some very good players. Also, some that are a little bit less experienced with the game, you know, and that's one of the nice things, these tournaments. They're good openings for people to get introduced to the game and such. So you're going to see a wide variety of abilities here. Helena Richay, I think, Helena is Richay, so however you pronounce it, I think probably has the Hardy Warriors here. I would honestly, with Helena, I would Hardy Warrior and reveal. Assuming no one else reveals before you. But she's going to go Smuggling here. Interesting to not go for the Hardy Warriors skirmish here. It's kind of insane. Hundo probably has to do that now to get the shipping. I'd be stunned to see Ozzy do anything else here. He's got the daggers as well, and will take full advantage of that. So immediate shipping for Hundo Moritani. He's going to feel pretty good about that. He's going to put in 3. I think 3's fine. I don't put any more in. You've got Master, you've got daggers. That's probably going to be good enough. Pelican is going to be up next and is going to be going to a city here. So gets a troop, gets a card, finds diplomacy, a little unfortunate. And he's going to get stuck in here. Get some cash for his troubles, looks good to me. Oh, a bit laggy here, I think the game is. Not the best of connections. I'm the one hosting it. Although I am in the wrong... they're all on the other side of the pond here, so that's a slight issue. Hopefully it will hold that fairly well, though. Liz up next. She's not going to reveal, but she will go Steel Suits, which is also okay. Gets a bump, get a troop in, get some cash. Looks good here. And 5 to buy, so she's eyeing up Appropriate here. I don't think she's going to see Web of Power, but who knows? This is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a bit all over the place. So Hundro is going to reveal for 2 and take the combat. Hundro's going to feel very happy with this. He's not going to complain at all. Nothing to buy. Baron Harkonnen is next. Baron Harkonnen with 4 to buy. Landing Rights is also pretty good here. 2 reveal. Web of Power is the better card. But Landing Rights, I think, is also fine. But I think I would be going Web of Power probably. I don't know. You might go either way here. If you didn't go Web of Power, it's not like the worst one. Baron Harkonnen is gonna just buy a liaison, and he's gonna play kind of subtle here. Okay, interesting. Helena will be going Web of Power, I would imagine, and does. Also gonna pick up Missionaria here. I don't know how many bumps she's going to get used to. Well, I mean, actually, it's pretty good for her because bear in mind, Web of Power is unobstructable. And for Helena, this is also unobstructable. So she gets both in her hand. She can guarantee use of it, which is pretty significant. So that's pretty nice. So Hundred's going to take the combat and will feel very happy with his work here. Be 3 Solari for Pelican. And it will be a couple of Solari for Helena. I think everyone's going to be fairly happy with this. Yeah, Red's got no intrigues. So they have to pass. Yeah, the only one that had any decision to make here. So I think, you know, blue will be happy. Green will be happy. Yellow will be happy. I think everyone's happy. And we'll move on to the next round here. Now, the question is anyone going to look to shut off Hundro quickly? They're going to have to here, you'd feel. Ilban's going to be up. So Ilban's now got all his power cards. Now he's decided. So Ilban's going to be wanting to dominate Mentat. And he's going to be wanting to get as much use as possible out of, like, Liet Kynes. And obviously wants to get interstellar shipping as soon as possible as he has Chom Delegate. So Ilban is going to go fold space for sure and look to get that as soon as possible here. There is no memo quarters, so he can't do that. But he's going to want to go to money very, very quickly here, is Ilban. And he won't be able to shut off Hundro, but he'll be looking to get much use as he can as soon as he can. Baron's going to come up next here. Baron's going to go for some more city access. They do not have access to that currently. They do not have enough influence for that one. So they're going to have to decline that option there. Yeah, Pelican hasn't played too much for a little while, so having to pick it up, that's fine. There are a few players in this tournament that haven't played a huge amount since the Imperium Cup, so, you know, that's fine. Baron's going to go Arakeen. Baron's going to be focusing on a lot of card draw here, I guess, looking to get some decent persuasion going. And does find convincing argument, which is a good find. I think our Pelican could be a bit of a wild card in this one, all things being honest. Kind of curious to see how this is going to work. Hundro having a look. Hundro obviously eyeing up going for using his ring to get troops in via shipping. So looking immediately to see if Helena's got daggers, in which she has both. I'll be honest, I actually would like to see Helena in a way go Mentat here and just get a turn advantage on Hundro and put him in a bit of an awkward spot already with his signet ring, what he wants to do, have an action behind. I don't think Helena is going to go Mentat here, but I would like to see it. As a signet ring, what do you take here as Helena? Balance Ambition seems okay. Appropriate looks really good for you. I would be really interested in getting that. Go Steel Suits again. The combat is Sort Through the Chaos. It's always interesting you pick this one early because the Mentat value is pretty nice, but you don't have the best use of Mentat because your deck's still not that good. Looks like he's going to decline here. So he's going to need to take off the bump and the water. So he's going to go, he's going to go Sword Master. He's going to take the way round is what he's going to do, which is fine. So needs to remove the water, needs to remove the bump. And he's going to put a Balance Ambition aside here. Okay. Just a reminder, they need to remove the bump and the water there. Which is done so. Very good. Nothing immaterially changed, so totally fine for them to do that. That's fine, as long as they didn't go to a combat space, they can't put the troop in. So change of mind, that's fine. As long as nothing's materially changed, it's still their round, they haven't drawn any new cards, it's totally fine. There's been no new information. So, it's cool. Yeah, there's no time limit in these games. In this tournament, there is no time limit whatsoever, so players can take as much time as they want, and if they do something and change their minds, totally fine. Instead of Hundro. So, Hundro wants to use his signet ring to get troops in and try and take this combat here, but Helena is going to be able to get action on her behind, and may have access to Hardy Warriors before all is said and done. So I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to play. They're blushing. There's no pressure, Wizard. There's no pressure. You're fine. Ilban is going to go see... I think Ilban was interested in going smuggling here. Ilban obviously wants to get this bump with the shipping as soon as physically possible. I have to be patient, though. Ilban picked up the rapid mobilization that Hundro discarded. Hundro will know this. Baron Harkonnen is going to go Hardy Warriors here and put the pressure on. So he will get his advantage of his Master Stroke ability, which is good. So he will get his shipping bump, and he also gets the Bene Gesserit bump, which I think players are going to be interested in the spot. Yep, so Master Stroke, so they will get flipped over. And they will see Bene Gesserit, which will take them a little bit of a surprise. I think shipping in Rise of X is got to be kind of automatic. I think it's a mistake not have, but I think you don't always have to go Fremen. The usual idea you go Fremen is that you're getting a double bump to Fremen, and you try and seize the alliance for everyone else and make it kind of ugly for people to get involved with. That's kind of the idea and rationale behind that. If you're the first to alliance, you need 4 persuasion. If you're the second to alliance, you're going to need 5. So it's less work if you get there early. So that's kind of the idea there. And again, Baron wants to end the game as fast as possible because he is an early game hitter. That's his strength. So this is where Hunter's got to make a decision. Now, what's with his signet ring? He's got Helena still behind. And he knows that Helena has at least 1 dagger. If he goes to, like, and both city spaces are gone, he'd have to go to Imperial Basin. He can't win this combat. He can if he uses Tactician. But does he want to spend 4 troops and Tactician to win this combat? Is that worth it? We're about to find out. We're about to find out. What do you want to do, Ozzy? Ozzy's going to take an Emperor bump, not even rushing the Spacing Guild. Most curious. Most curious. Didn't expect to see that. Hunter feels like he's got to put in some troops, right? He's looking at everyone's decks to see who's got daggers. But Helena still acts as well, so I don't know. Also, you can give away here. I don't hate saving the troops. Leave them there for next combat if it's victory points. You can target that and look to take that down. I don't think this is the best world. This is not the best combat for you. You could put in 1, I guess. But I honestly, if you just stay out of it, I don't hate it. And I think this is fine. You need to pick and choose your combats here as Hundro with some other battlers on the board here. So you've got to be careful. And Helena just having the dagger and going for that extra action. Just kind of warding Hundro off from combat here, I think. Doing enough. One's going to reveal for a couple and not buy. Pelican's going to reveal for 5, which is pretty nice. Gets the dagger. So Hundro realizing, you know, it would have been expensive to win this. 5, you got some good choices. Appropriate's there. Freighter Fleet's there. Landing Rights is there. Spice Smugglers if you want to go for that. Spice Smugglers is the take here, which is interesting. Guild Accord comes off here. And Space Travel as well. So Pelican arming up to take on the Space and Guild Alliance here. Very curious. So Pelican's going to be, you know, a bit of a hassle to some players here. Not going to let him just rest easy on this alliance. Especially as Hundro decided not to take the bump there. So Pelican perhaps trying to take advantage of that. Helena's got a spare action. You know what, Helena? If you went, like, Steel Suits now, I wouldn't hate it. I really would not hate it. Baron did not go for the bump there with his Master Stroke. So this is actually a good chance to go for it anyways and get a troop in. And get some Solari. It seems like a good idea, and maybe you can make a push for this alliance. I think this is good. Hundro's going to reveal for 5. Hundro wants Appropriate. That's why he took the bump here, because he wants Appropriate and to get value out of that, which is going to be crazy value. Oh, Shifting Allegiances turns up here. Another massive card here. Very big. Very, very big here. So Hundro's just setting up to just ship as much as physically possible here. He's going to be just going money and using Appropriate to buy all sorts of techs here. Helena is going to reveal... She took out Boundless, did no intention to buy it. I can't buy anything here. And that's going to be that. So Baron Harkonnen's going to win it. Second place for Dipwood. And the Wizard will take 3rd place here. Alright. Everyone gets their stuff. Let's see what intrigues people pick up here. So, intrigue for Ilban. Ilban finds his way to Chatham Shares. That is kind of cruel. Wow, what a ridiculous find for him. Cole here for Beast, Baron even. It's not that bad, but yeah, look, there's Chatham Shares to the guy who prints money. Nice games. Very nice times. He'll be very happy to see that. What a find. Okay, so Baron Harkonnen's going to be up next. Baron does have the extra agent action because of the Mentats. That's nice to see. Let's see what people want to do here. Oh, Hundro finds Appropriate immediately. So he's going to want to look to pick up wealth straight away here on his first action. Helena finds Weapon Power and Missionaria, so bumps incoming here. This is where it's awkward. So Helena normally would not be playing Weapon Power. Normally you reveal this early game. Take your bumps elsewhere and then Weather Power later on. But because she has Missionaria, she will be looking to take advantage of that. So that's a thing there. Baron's going to go Secrets, which is fine, I guess. Ambush is the find. So nice full swords. That'd be useful to him. The combat is Carthag, by the way. Very good value on this, especially when there's a Helena player. The city takes are just a little bit extra valuable for the money. What's Helena want to do here, though? Helena's going to go mining first, I imagine. And will do so. So she's going to take this. She's going to start selective breeding as Helena. I think she's going to start looking to just kind of call her debt down. Get more use of that Web of Power and stuff like that. This looks fine. Also probably has ideas on a couple of the cards on the row. But we'll see what she finds. Hunjo's up next. So what does Hunjo want to do here? Hunjo does not have to go into the shipping right away. It's just very too awkward. So I think Hunjo, what he should be doing is wealth and then appropriate afterwards and use that instead of shipping. Because then appropriate's online and you can just start buying techs crazy, crazy cheap. I think that's the way forward here for Hunjo. I don't see what else I would be doing. Ilban, by the way, finds Liet Kynes and a liaison immediately. That feels pretty good, but his hand is horrendous outside of that. So I don't know what Ilban's going to do here. Mentat is gone. He can still take the space and get get 2 card draws, even though he doesn't get the Mentat space. He might even consider it. It's not outrageous. Maybe he got High Council early? I don't know. Oh, Hunjo's going to do it this way and take the bump with the Emperor and do it this way instead. This is also fine. I think it's actually probably better. Take the bump with the Emperor, and now you can just start buying techs on the cheap, which is going to be super significant. This is a great chance here for Hunjo to do a lot of damage. So what do you take here as a tech? It is only round 3. This is not the worst time to take Spaceport. Like, I don't even hate it. 5 Solari for that. For double card draw and taking cards on top. And he does do so. So he's either going to get power cards, put them on top, make loads of use out of them. I don't even hate this. I think this is actually not bad for appropriate. Sonic Super is the next one here. He's going to find his Signet Ring, and he's going to find Dune Desert Planet. He's kind of unfortunate to find his Signet Ring. He won't be able to make use out of that and his diplomacy. So we'll see what the plan is. Ilban has not got a way of getting to fold space here. And as such, he's just going to use Liet Kynes now. And he's just going to target this combat and look to get the victory point. So he's going to go all in here. Which I don't hate. Yeah, I was going to say that, but you can do indeed. You can check your discard. You can't draw. You can't check your draw pile. That is not allowed. And if you see any players checking their draw pile, you need to slap their wrists. Even if you check it, just like, especially in the tournament, especially in a casual game, maybe you could argue let someone look at it and shuffle it. I mean, okay, I guess, but in a tournament, that is a big no-no. So we'll see what Baron wants to do here. Baron has the opportunity to pick up their Swordmaster now, and I think you've kind of got to do it with your dagger. I don't really see not doing so. But you are concerned about your Signet Ring. You want to get value out of that. And that's why we're going to see Signet Ring to something else instead. Maybe he's got intentions of ambushing here. We'll see what the plan is. Mine's Council Dispensation, so maybe giving extra value to going to High Council here early. I don't think we'll see Baron do that. But I wouldn't be surprised. So he's got to pay for one of his intrigues, by the way. He will call a card if he has to, which is fine. So he will pay for the intrigue. Don't know what Pelican's typing. We'll see. Move back camera slightly. Yeah. Bit of Mars as Pelican's last played, which is clear. You can have as many intrigues as you want. There is no limit. And here comes the Secret Steal to prove the point. Or is he going to still go selective breeding? Which is the whole point. I don't think Wizards is going to be chasing too much here. Wants to be cutting these cards down. So Secrets is safe. Although it should definitely have called there. So I think as a player observing, anytime you see Web of Power just be played like this super early, you've got to expect City. You know that Missionary is incoming, so you got to be prepared for that in case you're like in danger of like alliances being lost here. I think there's got to be careful here. It's also bad news for Hunjo. Hunjo does not want to see this. Hunjo wants to be keeping the shipping to himself. He's gonna probably lose access to this very shortly. Swordmaster for Hunjo indeed makes sense. Yeah, I don't hate this from Ilban. Getting hold of the High Council early, draw a card. Finds convincing, which is totally good. And Baron is going to just take some spice here. Just kind of hold on for now. Just kind of see how the game's going to go. Kind of feel it out. You can move those tokens out of the way there as well. So Helena was obviously prepping up for the Missionaria trip. But there's not amazing value for doing so is the problem. I actually wouldn't even hate going Siege here and just keeping... Oh, no one else can even get the Siege anyway. So, like, I was thinking, like, water domination. But Helena going to Carthag is very common. And this is why the Carthag conflict, if you see this early game, if a Helena, is very, very strong. And you will get loads of money out of this. Fires demand respect. She's going to get some use out of that. That's pretty nice. And she does get a bump of choice. She just bombed the Fremen Alliance. Looks like she's going to do so. It's be easy for me just to quickly get the rules up rather than just explain everything. If there's no questions, the rulebook's there. There we go. If they want it, it's there. So, back to Hundro. So, Hundro cannot use his signet ring anymore. So, you might as well go Diplomacy. And I think if you're going to go Diplomacy, I think this is actually not a bad spot to hit Steel Suits. Get a water, get a troop in, get a spice out of the combat. There is no opportunity to use your signet ring elsewhere. I don't even think either revealing's that great. Unless you really want to get hold of, like, shifting, you're scared of losing. I think he's considering early revealing for some cards here. He has 7. He has 6. So I think he's considering an early reveal. Knows that Ilban is going to take shifting and or landing right, surely. And or freighter fleet. Interesting spot. And again, he has extra value for getting cars because of Spaceport. So I don't even hate early revealing here. But shifting allegiances, you've got to be careful. You're going to be spending your spice on a lot of different things here. So it's going to be difficult for you to afford it consistently. It's not a great battle reward for you, though. I don't hate it. I don't hate revealing here and taking shifting. The problem is you've got to think ahead here. If you're going to take shifting allegiances... and you're going to put it on top. Where are you getting your 2 spice from? Declines against it. Wow. Goes Arakeen. Didn't even bother going for... so he's just going to try and take some extra intrigues from red here. Interesting. Declining diplomacy as well. Interesting. So Ilban's going to take shifting allegiance here. I think pretty much every day. I do not see how he doesn't pick it. Probably shifting. Probably takes freighter fleet. I guess. Looks good to me. Shifting and freighter fleet looks pretty good to me. I don't think I'll be picking anything else here as blue. Oh, it does have 7 actually. I apologize. So actually has extra reveal here. Give it a code looking at. Give it a code allows you infiltration like highliner and stuff as well, which is cool. But yeah, it just goes for, wow, goes for freighter fleet, and I think that's 1 too many. Yeah, that's 1 too many there. Has only 7 or 8. So goes freighter fleet in 2 liaisons. So just going all in on Liat Kynes here, basically. Now, just double checking to make sure everyone's happy, which they are. So going all in, I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised. If you're going to do that, I would have just taken 3 liaisons and not even taken freighter fleet. I would have gone absolutely all in on Liat Kynes here if you're going to do that. But hey ho. Baron's going to be up next. Baron has a couple of buy. I don't think I'll be buying really anything as Baron here. There's no real great cards for you. I guess take a liaison just so that Ilban can't take it. I don't hate that. And having a liaison 2 in your deck is never bad. He's going to go ahead and cull now, which he should definitely do. Now, especially he knows he's also going to lose the... he's going to be losing the... Not getting the intrigue here. I don't think he'd be spending ambush to pay for that. Oh, of course he has a recruit mission. Ooh, yes, of course. So he gets +1 And the card he gets, he can put on top. It's a great spot to take Shifting Allegiances. Really nice chance to take Shifting and put it on top here. I think that's got to be the move. There's only got 3. It's got to be Shifting, right? No! Goes for Spice Smugglers. Okay, well, this is off the beaten track here for the Baron. Okay. Shifting Leads, I think most people would have taken there. But so be it. So Helena will say, thank you very much. And Hundra's going to reveal for 7. Does Hundra Moritani go Gilded Accord? I don't hate Gilded Accord. His Shai-Hulud is also on the deck here and can be bought. Landing Rights is sitting there. Duncan Law Blade. Winning Wit is loads of funky cards here. I think all 5 of these cards are from Rise of X, by the way. I'm pretty sure, which is kind of funny. Oh, Shai-Hulud. No, Shai-Hulud was in came in Rise of X as well. I think so. So Gilded Accord taken. Gilded Accord is going to be put on top as well. So he's going to be looking to try and get use of the Alliance, I suspect. That looks to be the plan here. So combat's going to resolve, I imagine, as we see it. Ozzy can tie up the combat here against Ilban. And he might have extra value to do it. So Pelican is going to use Ambush. So Pelican goes up to 8 here. And now I think Hundro might be forced into Tactician. I think there's value for it. It puts pressure on Ilban. And if Ilban doesn't have a intrigue for combat, it ties him up. I don't think he does it otherwise. I really think this is a good spot for this. Obviously, we can see it. It looks like Ozzy's going to turn it down. There it is. He finds Tactician. So a little bit unlucky here for Dipwood. I don't think Ozzy does that if he had second place. So a little bit unfortunate for Ilban there. A little bit unfortunate for everyone loses really. Pelican doesn't get the intrigue anyways. That's kind of burnt. Ozzy ends up tying. I guess it's not a bad result for him, but Ilban loses the point. Carfax will remain empty. No one claims it, so probably winner of that combat was Wizard of Wit. Probably. So Hunter picks up Strategic Push, which is handy. Wow, hello here. Allied Armada for Count Ilban. If he can find use for that, that's really strong, but he's got to get an alliance first, and that's the problem. Alright then, so Helena is up. Helena finds Shifting Allegiances immediately, but unfortunately, it's now her turn. If it was the round before, she could Shifting for spacing and guarantee that next round, but it's too late for that now, so I would probably be just looking to I don't know what you do with this. Both daggers in hand, Signet Ring in hand. Interesting, we'll see. Hundro did have Gilded Accord, obviously, that was guaranteed. He put that on top of his deck. Baron Harkonnen's got both Spice Smugglers in hand. I'm fascinated to see what's going to happen here. Ilban's got Chome Delegate. Ilban's got a decent hand here. But Ilban wants to get Mentat used to the problem. So, Shifting immediately. There was huge amounts of spice there. Where do you drop here? You just take the From Alliance? No, it's going to take the point here. So that now cuts off Hundro Moritani. And so Hundro is going to have to now fight for use. So Hundro's had like a whole like round of it. He's going to have like 3, 4. He's going to have 4 rounds of interstellar shipping, which is pretty significant. So he won't hate it. It's a shame, but he gets it this turn. He gets it next turn. And he has like other stuff as well. He's got his Signet Rings. So honestly, he's gotten good use out of interstellar, and he won't hate that. Had to come eventually. So he'll go in there with, I think he'll go with the Dune Desert Planet, I would imagine. He's got to do it now. What does Ilban want to do here? Ilban, like, wants to go Mentat if he can find a way, but I don't think he actually can. Unless he goes, like, Wealth or something? Ilban going Wealth feels kind of rubbish. Ilban, no. Ilban's going to go Fold Space, because he still hasn't got access to interstellar shipping, so Ilban will go Fold Space here. He kind of has to do it now, you'd think. You got Chome Delegate. Like, how do you not do this? I'd be astonished to see anything else here looking at it, actually. I have no idea what Baron Harkonnen's going to do. Baron Harkonnen's a complete wild card this game. I'm not even going to try and predict what Baron Harkonnen's going to do here. Except, I think every single player is going to get shipping access in this round. All 3 of them are going to get there. So Hundro's like, well, that's my shipping day's over. And then, yeah, here comes Baron with a Spice Smuggler. Gotta do the agent first here. Gotta do agent before you do any boxes here. So Arakeen is going to continue card drawing. Not interested in the intrigues. So he's paid the 2 spice. So we'll get the bump. So everyone has access into the shipping now. So it's going to be open warfare for that. I'm going to come down to card draws. That also readies him up for his Sword Master, if he wants that, which I imagine he most likely would. Back to Helena. Does Helena go Mentat here? You gotta go Mentat, right? Do you go Tex? Detonation, Holo Projectors. Demand Respect's a really good tech, intrigue. Really, really good, but you have to win a combat, which is difficult. I honestly think as Helena, I probably go for Mentat here and just try and look for a better card or any other card. I don't think the techs are good enough here. I don't like High Council at the moment. I think Dagon and Mentat's there. If you go Signet Ring with something, I mean, you could go Signet Ring Arakeen, but I think Mentat's there. And it means you're going to get your act last here against other players. So it's going to kind of ward them off getting stuck in on combat against you, which I like. So I think Mentat's the way to go. And I think that's what we're going to see here. I think a bit of discipline. Or you could go the other way. Oh my god, I thought she was going to go Detonation and Dreadnought there. I honestly thought that was coming for a second. I would have been like, that's pretty sick. I don't even hate that. High Council being considered. Oh, she is. Oh, Lena's going for it. Oh my god. She's gonna go for it. Is she? She's going Dreadnoughts. Oh my goodness. And Detonation Devices. Oh no, she's going Holo Projectors. Okay, well, it's still interesting. Spice Allies turns up here in the row. That's gonna be valuable to someone. I imagine Baron might like that. Ilban would really like that. Ilban's going to be eyeing that up for sure. Wow. So, Dreadnought's coming into play here. So, surely Helena's going in with Signet Ring to fight something. I don't know what she's going to fight. She's going to put away, like, Winning Way, maybe? I don't know. Hundro's going to get stuck in. He kind of has to now. Hundro finds Private Army, but he does not have the spice for it yet, so it's doing nothing. Oh man, 100 Mauritania is going to reveal for 0 persuasion with Spaceport. Oh my gosh. Ilban infiltrates with Chome Delegate, as you would expect. Baron Harkonnen. I don't know what Baron wants to do here. Does Baron go Swordmaster? I think Swordmaster looks good. And will do so. So Helena's going to go... I mean, it was all, yeah, but now you need to give your slurry back. It's all scripted. You're all good. Yep. There we go. We'll take the Swordmaster. We have the technology. Make use of it, kids. So Helena's going into Carthag, right? She's getting rid of the dagger. Interesting. I actually don't like this, because you might find a card you really want to keep hold of. I actually would have preferred keeping the dagger for now, because you want to win the combat, right? I guess Reckons, Carthag, and Troop and Dreadnought's going to be enough. Carthag's got to be the place to go, right? I would not be drawing any more cards. Absolutely no need. You've got 3 Persuasion. You pick up... Negotiator Draw is one of Helena's best cards, because you can always guarantee the troops and get... You can always pretty much guarantee you can get value out of that. Finds Master Tactician as well. That's pretty nice. So this is good for Helena. Helena is going to be taking an alliance here, you would imagine. Does she go Spacing, or does she go Fremen Alliance? I actually don't know. Curious to see what she's going to go for here. Hundro has one more action here. What does Hundro want to do here? He could go Still Suits and put more pressure on. And really charge. Oh yeah, she must ring. She had not done so. That is fixed. She must do that. That is not an option. Midplay is you must do it. Waterpillar turns up on the row here. That's going to be a value to probably Ilban. He'll be happy about it. Ilban has 6 to buy. Ilban probably goes landing rights and water peddler. Looks good. What's Andre want to do here? Steel suits? Do you really want to get extra dudes invested in this, though? He's starting to go into a bit of the weeds, is the problem. He has private army. But going here to Imperial Basin looks very suspect. Very suspect. I think it's a bad use. I think Steel Suits is better, and he does agree. Now, does he put in more troops? Oh, he finds Appropriate. Unlucky for Hundro. Didn't want to see that. That is a bad spot here. 1 in 7 that happened, so unfortunate. Appropriate is going to be doing nothing. No text this time. Especially because he was going to be going instead of shipping here as well, so he could have bought more, like, spy satellites of that. That's unlucky. So, he can still get it by going up and down, but that wasn't what he intended to have happen here. So he's going to put the extra troop in. Interesting. So what's going on here? So he's going to look to strategic push, and Helena will have to tactician back, I guess. But Helena's got to go first, which is unfortunate. So Helena will not pass. She's going to tactician immediately, I think. She can't wait for 100 to push. Be very brave to do so. So 6 for Ilban. Ilban wanted to negotiate and he can't get it. I think Peddler and landing rights are probably the way to go. Shahalood is a little out of price. Weirding way I don't think's correct. Ooh, Steel Guard turn. Steel Guard's very, very good card here. Fantastic reveal. So I think that's he'll take that. He's happy there. Back to the Baron. Baron's going to go ahead and just take Imperial Basin here. I'll be putting the troop in for the extra spice, and does. I don't even think if they've got double cross, they're using it on you. They've got enough problems. So Helena reveals for free, taking the negotiated withdrawal. Gets the extra troop in garrison, which is a bonus. And then Hundro's going to take the water, and he will type the combat. But again, seeing Appropriate there, very sad. Baron to reveal for 4. And the sword. I think Baron should be taking probably land rights. Fennekin turns up here, which isn't bad. Nice, solid, robust card. Has no Fremens, though, I don't really think. He's got like a liaison, I think, but that's about it. I'd probably go landing rights. But yeah, so there's Helena just plays Tactician, which means Hundred gets to save his strategic push. Bit expensive, though. 4 troops for 2 spies is a little pricey. But his argument will be he charged Wizard. That's what the logic will be there. Landing rights will be taken. So Helena will play Tactician. If she passes, it's a crazy pass. And Tactician will be good and will take the combat down. So, free spice, intrigue. We'll be able to use demand respect as well. The question is, what alliance does she take here? That is the question. She also has to put the Dreadnought somewhere as well. So here comes demand respect. So where does she take the double bump? What alliance? You go Fremen or you go spacing? She's going to go for the spacing alliance. This is a little brave. I think Fremen probably is safer. Must also put the Dreadnought somewhere. They must go onto one of the 3 flag spaces. It stays there for 1 round. And is then returned to your supply, to your garrison, not your supply, afterwards. So she puts it in Carthag, which is 100% the place I put that. And that's going to be that. And then still needs to take rewards here. Combat rewards have not been taken by, I don't think, anyone. Visor might have taken it. So Helena gets 3 and the card. Finds Gildor. Oh, she'll feel happy about that. So that alliance is now safe. She might feel a little upset. I don't know. I'd be fine with that. I mean, I would have taken the rewards and then used demand, but she might have changed her mind. But at least she knows this alliance is safe. That is a point in the bag, not going anywhere. So it's next round then. So Hundro is going to be up here to begin. The combat is Arakeen, so the other city space is available now, which will have some value. Starting to approach the tier 3 conflicts. Elena finds her power and Missionaria in the same hand again, which is kind of fortuitous. That won't keep happening. So Hundro's up first. Hundro surely has to go interstellar shipping here. The question is, do you take the tech and you take spice satellites? I think I would, just to deny it from other players. You know, I don't hate it. It means you don't have to worry about Bene Gesserit, and if you do go down that route, then it's okay. You can always, like, trash it later for some spicing at the point that way if it ends up going that direction. I don't know. CSE sees it. Hundred Muratani declines. He's going to give up on the instant of shipping here. He's going to wait. Oh, I see the plan for 100. He's going to wait for his Signet Ring. He's going to fish it out of his deck here, or try to fish it out of his deck, and then he's going to use that to get troops into this combat. That's what's going on here. So players will see that and spot it. Hunjo finds appropriate again. He'll feel very happy about that, but he's got to find the money for it, though. And that's awkward. So he has to use Signet Ring early for the cash and appropriate afterwards, so that's a little bit awkward. Ilban is going to go ahead and take Sonic Snoopers here. He wants to change, he wants to get rid of Allied Armada and Rapid, I imagine. Neither of those are too good. Finds Infiltrate. He'll be keeping that. Very much so. He will not trash that card. So Fremen taken. Cash taken. Feels like he's got to do this something now. Sonic Snoopers is there. He has to probably do something now. He kind of can't really let anyone steal these cards here. They're a little too good. Just gonna get rid of everything and keep Chaum shares. Okay, so that is done. So we'll give him a hand here. So 3 out, 3 in. And we'll find favored subject which is usable on the spot. Find Sleepless Awaken and Chaum shares. That's kind of ridiculous. Poison as well. So Ilban's objective in this game is to now get as many resources as possible. And considering he has Chaum infiltration with the delegate, he's going to feel pretty good about that. Baron Harkonnen's up next. So Baron Harkonnen's got this space travel, which I don't really know what he's going to do with it now. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. Diplomacy up first. He'll want to get High Council at some point. Baron's going to go to Steel Suits, pick up the water, and take the point. He has no troops he can put in. Well, that's okay. Helena is up next here. Helena's going to go Diplomacy, Weber Power, Missionary, you would imagine. I don't know what she's going to go for here, though. Hardy Warriors? Yeah, looks like Hardy Warriors is the plan. Keeps it out of everyone else's hands, which is pretty good. They're going to go in straight away. There's a bit of lag there. That was a little ugly. There we go. It's a team effort, everyone. It's a team effort. And then we'll move on next to Hundro. So Hundro, like, is going to have to use Signet Ring before Appropriate, or is he just going to, he's going to pay for it with Spice. So Appropriate, if you have the influence, you don't have to use Solari. He can pay it with Spice if he wants, and he goes for trading drones. Whoa. Didn't expect that. Oh, not going Spice Satellites is going to encourage Ailban even more, potentially. He has 3 of them now, though. He's going to snoop. He's going to draw a card. Finds Freighter Fleet. He won't trash that just yet. Ailban's got to get as many supplies as he physically can. He needs resources urgently. So you want to be shipping. You want to be doing stuff. He's going to go for Mentat, though. He draws 3 cards. 1 for Mentat, 1 for Ruthless, and 1 for the card. Finds his other fold space here. Going for Spice Must Flow. He is short. He has High Councils. He has 9. So Ilban's going to put Spice Must Flow. It would be kind of... It's a potentially really good spot for Dipwood, but he's got to keep on top of his situation. Baron's going to Signet Ring. You have no troops, though. I actually don't mind Signet Ring to smuggling. Feels alright. Oh, he's going to go ahead and he's going to take control of the water on the table here. Okay, I like that. No one else has 2. He's not going to take he's not going to use his ring here, I guess. He's keeping the money for some reason. We'll see why. I can't sit there and say you can use the ring. It's not my prerogative. Nothing to do with me. Yeah, just asking, yeah. So the discard for this happens before the draw. So you can draw the same card again. That can happen. If she's going to go selective breeding, I would not have done it this way around. So she can't be going selective breeding. I would have gone selective and then done it. This is the wrong way around for Wizard of Wit here. Because then you could have trashed from anything from your discard. But now it's too late, and I think she's just realized, like, oh yeah, oops. So she's got to go secrets now, because she's not trashing any of these cards here. So secrets it is. I think it's a bit of a misplay there from playing her. So secrets it will be. She's got to do it this way around. She does get some money for the spacing influence, and she gets some water for the Fremen influence. Or she gets a card draw from the spacing influence. Actually, the money is for the Emperor. Picks up Glimpse the Path. That's a good one. Really nice. A spice for a water and a card draw is really good. And here comes Hundro here. So Hundro now will put in the troops. As you saw here, this was coming. Finds Ixion Probe, which is not a bad find. Discard 2, draw 2. So here comes the cash-in. So these are all going in. Now, Hundred does not have enough for private army still. He has to rely on his dagger and strategic push. That's the problem. So his maximum strength here is 13. Maybe an extra one if he draws into a dagger if he decides to do so. His deck is very short here. With just 10 cards here. But he knows that he has no more daggers in hand. He's only got the one. So he's reliant on... in promise as well, he's got Guild Accord. He's not even got the Alliance, so he's running out of value there. So this is a bit tricky for Hundro. Oh, Hundro's going to ship and take the spice, so he's okay for private army. In this case, I think this is probably enough. I think this is good. What's Hundro take for his spaceport, I wonder? Curious to see. He's going to just put them all in. I don't hate this. So Ilban's up next. Ilban has Spice Must Flow. Kind of hurts though with Fold Space. Like, it's kind of a bit of a meso action. But he's going to go just smuggling here. Just prepping up here. Oh, he's going to be unhappy with that. He finds Chome Delegate now. So that infiltration is lost in the next... he actually didn't need... He was going first though. So it's actually not a complete disaster. But helps pay for Chome shares, I guess. It's not the worst. Actually looking at it, it's not that bad. Baron Harkonnen goes Fold Space with Space Travel. Just kind of taking bumps. Finds his Liaison. Also makes Helena just a little bit nervous. Again, Helena's got Guild Authorization, so the Alliance is pretty safe. There's no danger. Helena considering taking the water here for Research Station. You know, I don't hate it. You're not how likely you've got 5 persuasions. You need to pick up 4 and 2 cards. Problem is, you've got daggers. She would get there, it would be noted, but she has both daggers in hand. But it looks like she's gonna commit for this, and she's gonna get there. She finds a negotiated, which is gonna make things interesting. So now Arakeen doesn't look too bad. If she Arakeens here, it's insane. Because she gets everything. She would get the but she has to put the agent down first. Oh, if she went Arakeen, she would actually get Spice Must Flow and the withdrawal from negotiated, but she doesn't know that. So Carthag it is. Finds a Fremen bump, so both her alliances are pretty safe here. She'll feel happy in that knowledge. And here comes the extra troops. So negotiated withdrawal is going to come in here. And so Helena is going to start trying to just boss the Bene Gesserit alliance as well. She's going to be going for alliances here. Helena in not a bad spot here in this game. But she's got negotiated, and she's gotten like 3 hits of weapon power and mission eye right after, which is very fortuitous. Like, given the fact she could easily have like maybe one of those at this point, it's kind of worked out nicely for Helena, but sometimes it does. You know? Hanjo's going to reveal for 5. He has Spaceport. Weber, wow, In the Shadows turns up here. He probably has to take that, just to not allow anyone else. Remember, he has Spaceport, so he can put cards he acquires on top, if he so wishes. Hanjo's got to take Web of Power, right? He's got such a short deck. Has to take it. They'll both go on top here, looks like, which I think is fine. Ilban reveal for Spice Must Flow and a lot of things. So Chome shares looks pretty secure. He's just going to take the cash now, actually. He's just going to pay for Chome shares on the spot, I guess. It's a bit of a weird play, that, to see him do so. So I would be looking at that with great suspect and expecting that he needs the Solari for victory points. Again, easier for us to be sitting here, we can see that, but still. 4/4 Pelican. Goes Winning Way, which I don't hate. Winning Way's it's a fun card, actually. Allows you to, if you play it, you can take your second turn immediately if you so wish. So you can make some fun chain-up plays there. Elena will play for protection, as she has to do. I would have played that immediately. I wouldn't even waited there, just in case Baron had something funky to do. Here comes the withdrawal. So this will go for the Bene Gesserit, I would imagine. She has a power, so she can probably realistically take that alliance as well. And then you just, like, maybe you find a way to the Emperor point. No, I think I'd get greedy here and just bomb Bene Gesserit and go for 3 alliances. I think that's fine. But the power is going to give you your bumps in the Bene Gesserit and the Missionary if you still keep fighting it, and Negotiate gives you your Emperor bumps. But okay. Whatever. Can't hate it. Has 7 to buy. Shai Halud is an option. Fremenkamp's there if she wants to go Spice Plus Flows, which is going to be of interest. She hasn't got a huge deck. Only 12 cards. 1 short of Charon, unfortunately, which is also top on the row. Charon Directorship could be of interest to some players here. We'll see. No one's getting it this time, though. So, Fremenkamp, the only take for the Wizard. We'll move on here. So Ozzy will win and takes Arakeen. And Helena will take 4 Solari here, which she'll feel pretty happy with. And we're going to move on here to the next conflict. It's not the end of the video yet, kids. Don't worry. We got a way to go. So it will be Ilban up next. So Ilban's deck is getting a little big. He's got to be careful of this. Ilban has an 18-card deck right now, which is too big. And so while he's got some really cool cards, he's going to be seeing them so infrequently compared to, say, that Hundro, who's only got 12. And that's after buying 2 cards. So Ilban's got to be careful here. He has not got his Swordmaster yet, but he's the only person not to. He can get it whenever he wants. Finds the Kinds. Hello. That feels nice. So Spice Must Flow minimum. In fact, wow. In fact, actually, I reckon he's got 8, 10, 12, 14. He has 15, 17 reveal currently does Ilban. Which is kind of insane. He's 1 short of a double Spice buy here. Baron Harkonnen's going to keep space traveling here, and he's going to put pressure on Helena here, who wants to be using the free stuff here, using this to just go down and fund elsewhere. But she's being put pressure on by Pelican here, not allowing this. She's going to go down and up with the. She's going to do it this way around, which is interesting. Okay, so trading alliances, and she'll use that to get it back. So, very bonus here. So, that's 3 alliances for Helena here, and she might get more still. Like, the Emperor Alliance is not secure here. Reinforces the fine. Very good intrigue. Free slide for free troops. She has loads of cash. She's got plenty of use for it, so she will be finding use for that for sure. Hunter's up next. Hunter's got a bit of a weird hand here. Hunter, and it's a dodgy fight as well. Guild Bankrate is the combat here. Curious to see what Hundro's going to do. You know what, folks? I actually would not hate seeing a Hundro go mining in Imperial Basin and then going Highliner, but you garrison basically everything. You troop up, you get water for next round as well, and you get prepared for the next round. I actually don't even hate seeing that. This is a preparation round, and you're not going to be doing much else here. I don't know if Ozzy will agree. It's a bit off the beaten path. You're not using in the shadows. You do not have 2 influence yet, so you're going to be very limited in your actions here. I think that's what I would do. Imperial Basin, get the spice, and then use Guild Accord. He might also just discard shadows in Guild Accord for the resources. So he's going to do that, I guess. No, he's keeping Guild Accord, so maybe there is plans here. So he's going to get the bump. If he finds it in the shadows again, he now can use it. He does not. He finds Appropriate, though. He will want to use that. What techs are any good for him here? Detonation devices is no good. Artillery is not terrible for him. It's only a Solari if he wants it, which is pretty cheap. Bit awkward, this, though. Bit awkward. See what the plan is for Hundro. Oh, he does see it, I think. He does see it! Oh, Ozzy, I like it. I like it a lot. I very much like it. Very good. Players will know that Guild Accord Highliner is coming here, surely. Ilban now takes Swordmaster, which he can do safely. He finds another liaison, so he's still at 17 persuasion here. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's kind of insane. If diplomacy, or if she... Water Peddler is a nuisance here. If that was any other card she can reveal for 2 Spice Must Flows here, it's insane. Unlucky for Ilban. Baron Harkonnen is arming up as well here. He's getting ready for some Highliner action. Okay. Dagger discarded for Helena. Hoping to find something a bit better. We'll see. See what happens. Finds convincing. I don't think that's what she wanted. I think she was looking for an action card here and hasn't got it. Ugh. I think you got a signet ring and do something about, like, Chorum directorship here. I think you kind of got to get rid of that, and she does. Takes it away from the Ilban. Doesn't want Ilban getting involved in that. Threatening her alliances. Doesn't need to worry about that. Going to Research Station. So, also back up here for Chorum directorship. Finds 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So she can get Chorum directorship if she reveals. Finds Web of Power and also finds Missionaria this time. So I don't think she's going to play either of those. I wonder if she might go just Tech Negotiation here. On the way back and just put it there and just kind of chill and see what she wants to do. I'm kind of curious to see what the plan is. Chorum directorship isn't great value for Helena. In that it's going to shore up these alliances here. But they're already fairly safe. They're not really in any huge danger. So she's only going to get 1 bump that's of any meaningfulness, and that's with the Emperor. So I don't actually think she's going to take it. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Helena dagger to Tech Negotiation and just buy spies. I think that's actually probably better for her here. But we'll see what she makes of it. So Hundra's up next. So Hundra's looking at text and thinking, what do I want to do here? First things first, you've got to get in the way of the Baron now. So some bonus adventuring. One more. There we go. So, 1. There we go. We're all good. So, some discount adventuring for Hundro Moritani here. Again, I think you don't actually put any of these in, and you just leave. Maybe put, like, 1 in, I guess. But I would not go crazy here. The money's not a big deal to you right now. And just keep them garrisoned. I think it's a really shrewd C here from Ozzy, and I really like it. Get ready for the next round. Good spot from him. Back to Ilban, who still only has 17 persuasion and hates their life. Now, bear in mind, Ilban's still got to pay for Chorum shares and Sleeper Must Awaken. So I'm curious to see what the plan's going to be here. They can't afford selective breeding. They can't get there. There is no way to get 2 Spice Must Flows. It's just not on. Liakine plays for 8. Liaison still goes 14. Diplomacy is 15, and Kai Council is 17. So I don't think there's any way they can get up to 18 here, which is kind of sad for them, but it's the way it goes. So you might as well just use your actions for stuff. Secrets, maybe threaten that alliance. You know, you got to start making some extra moves here. You're not going to get it. There's just no way. It's not on. There's no way you can muster it. I think that was the hope, but it is what it is. So you're a bit unlucky, to be fair to you, to grab your liaison and find another liaison. It's a little unfortunate. But again, the problem is the deck is so huge, and it's completely out of control from Ilban. Ilban has an 18-card deck, so that's the problem here for Ilban. I think you just got to start making progress towards, like, Ben and Jessup here and get secrets and just get the point and kind of go from there. Keep it simple. You could go Tech Negotiation, but it's pointless, really. I wouldn't bother. You're not going to... The thing is, well, Ilban needs resources for Chorum shares and Sleeper Must Awaken. That's the problem. So maybe the plan is to start getting some water to hit Great Flat soon. Oh, no, he's going to go Hagar Basin and get the water back this time. Okay, that's fine. Put in the trips now because he wants the Solari. That's the point. So looking to cash both those in, which he should be able to do. Baron Harkonnen can no longer highliner, so he's just gonna go steel suits here. I think there's a little bit too much steel suits action from Baron. I don't like all this steel suits. I think there's better things you can be doing here. But it says again, just putting pressure onto Helena now and just making life a bit awkward. I think kind of was perhaps considering maybe throwing camping. I don't know. Remember, she has 7 persuasion. So she can get shown directorship. And doing the maths now. But she can't get Spice Must Flow. Unless she gambles at, like, Arakeen. And I don't think she can actually get there. No, she can't get there. So you can't use the manipulate ability for Spice Must Flow cards. Only the Imperium row. I still don't think tech negotiation is that bad. Taking artillery or something. I don't know. You can even go smuggling. Is smuggling that bad here? But then smuggling, you don't get shown directorship. Really awkward here for Helena. I think in absence of any other move, I think I just go tech negotiation. Just put a negotiator down and maybe you can do something with it. Like, if you're going to take Choem, you got to decide now, are you taking Choem directorship or do you want something else? You could reveal now and just take Shy. But she wants that bump. High Council it is. Oh, yes, of course. That's a complete miss from me. I'm sorry. So High Council taken. So this is, I think, Spice Must Flow and not Choem directorship here. It looks like that's the point. So my bad, everyone. Completely missed that. Ugh. It's been a long day. This is the second game I've commentated. I had like a 5-minute break in between. Been that kind of day. Hundo's up next. Hundo really, like, hates his life. He's got appropriate. It's just nothing good for it. Is he considering early revealing? I wouldn't bother. What does Hundo want to do here? Hundo's going to go just take artillery here by the looks of it. Interesting. Interesting. Didn't fancy using appropriate to buy it and have both daggers worth of value here. Interesting. What's he looking to buy here from the row? G-manipulation, maybe? We'll see. Ilban's going to hope to get lucky here. This is a bit of a... I don't really like this move, actually. Oh, no, you don't want to do this. Oh, my gosh, no, I don't like this at all, because now Liet Kynes goes into the discard, and you're never going to see her in this game again. I would not have played that. I would have gone secrets. Now, all these power cards here, you're not going to see probably ever in this game. Not sure I like that play. I would have let Liet Kynes have a chance to see her again next round. Now it's almost impossible. Also, you wanted the spice for Steam Must Awaken, right? Don't think I like that. But hey ho. Helena will take Web of Power. Take the bump there. She will go for Spice Must Flow. It's going to get to 9 points here. Helena in good shape. She can't finish the game yet. Reinforcements, she should keep that for next round. Doesn't need to do that now. Totally fine. And just buy Spice Must Flow. I honestly don't think I'd take Joan directorship. I think it's unnecessary. Depends if you're scared of your alliances, though. Baron can't challenge you in 2 places at once. That's the thing. Like, you are safe there. I honestly would buy Spice. I think... Oh, she's going to go Choem. Oh, I think the Spice might have been slightly stronger, but okay. So she's going to look to take every single alliance in the game. She does go before Hundro. Wow. Are we going to see all 4 alliances? I haven't seen that in some time. So Hundro's going for Desert Ambush. Oh, Lady Jessica comes off the row here. Well, Ilban has not got enough to get Spice and Jessica here. He has 6, 8, 10, 11. If he'd have, like... Well, I mean, there's not much he could do here, really. So, it's got to be Spice Must Flow, right? Again, if you buy Jessica, you're never seeing her. And again, this is the problem. Because he's... has he got 15? Oh, yeah, 15. Yeah, because of those. So, 2 is 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Yeah. 17. He has High Council. So he is going to get Spice. And, oh my god, that means he was miscounted this whole time and could have bought Spice Must Flow. Yeah, I forgot. He still count for Liet Kynes. So he could have revealed a long time ago. I think he's realized, yeah, he's now realized he's miscounted and that he should have bought 2 Spice Must Flows this turn. So he's probably kicking himself a little bit. He will be able to get hold of Ilban and Lady J. which gives him a point. So Lady J is available, and he will surely take that. He's only taking it really for the bump. You're never going to see Lady J in this game. You'd be crazy lucky to find her now. And again, this is the problem with cycling the deck. All these power cards, Leotkines, Lady J's, it turns out, you're not going to find any of these now. So, just going to take the bump and take the point. But it is what it is. It's a couple of points in the bag. Can't feel too bad there. And so it is combat. What does Hundred want to do here? Hundred could strategic push here, but he's not going to worry. He's going to save him up, which I think is the right call. 4 Solari is good. 6 cash for Ilban. He'll be super happy. It's basically a victory point here. Challenge shares is secured. Needs to take his cash there. Oh, he has artillery. Of course he does. Yeah, artillery kicks in. He's got to counter that. Okay, wrong way around. So 100 gets 6 and Ilban gets 4. Yeah, because of artillery. Yep. So 6 for yellow and 4 for blue. Yep, 6 for yellow. Okay. Miscalculation there. People missing stuff. It happens. We'll move on then. So Ilban ready for challenge shares next round. So that's a point. Needs to get some spice. So he'll be looking to take a point there. He has enough water, so he can surely mine somewhere and he'll get that. So he's going to get 2 points next round as Ilban. Question is, where else is his points coming from? The problem is that I have absolutely no idea. He might have to go... He's going to have to pick here. He can't get everything he wants. If he goes research station, he can't mine. If he mines, he can't go research station. So Ilban's got to make a decision on what he wants to do here. Ilban's kind of a bit stuck here, I think, in this turn. He's going to get probably 2 points guaranteed, but he can't really get any more than that, which is really problematic because Helena is looking very dangerous here. Anyways, here we go then. Tier 3 conflicts it is. And the first one is Battle of Arakeen, which means that yellow does get a free troop into the combat. There is a bit of a bug on the table, I've noticed. Occasionally, these don't pop in, so it does get the extra troop for that. Baron Arcon's going to be up first. Baron Arcon's going to... He wants Highliner Actors, but he doesn't have it yet. Hence the Arakeen trip. Finds a dagger. Oh, can you imagine if Baron Harkonnen had artillery here, by the way? Oh my gosh, that'd be 5 extra daggers on top of what he's got. That'd be pretty nice. Helena's going to go and take some techs here. I don't know what she's going to take here. I guess she's going to take Spice Satellites to deny it, I guess. She's going for the alliance. So, Helena Rachase has got all 4 alliances in her ownership here. You don't get to see this very often. Players have kind of allowed this a little bit, but it is what it is. So, she takes Spice Satellites for denial. If she can get 2 more spice, she can trash that for its own point, and that would be basically end the game here. And I imagine that's what she's going to do if she can find a way to the spice. Or, I mean, it's kind of awkward. Like, she kind of, I don't know. She'll go research station if she can, but it's going to be hard for her to win, to get enough for the spiceless flow here. We'll see what happens. Hunter is up next. Hunter has his signet ring, but he isn't set up for it, which is a problem. If I was Hundro, I would be looking to probably take Mentat if I could. You've got Desert Ambush, and Desert Ambush, if you put in troops via a yellow space, you can make people retreat. And you've got water in hand here, so I actually like going Mentat, and the idea is you Desert Ambush at the very end. But he might have a different idea. He might look to hope Mentat doesn't go. He's going to go Hardy Warriors first, which I don't hate. So in go the troops. Big combat for Ozzy. Ozzy needs to win this combat to like keep himself in this game. And needs to hope that Helena doesn't find it either. So extra troop in. He should win this. Ilban goes research station. Ilban finds his ring, finds delegate, and finds freighter fleet. So that'll feel kind of nice for him to get both of those. That's a shipping. Baron's going to take Mentat here. He kind of has to. He's got to draw cards as Baron. Finds landing rights, doing nothing. Ugh. He's 5 persuasion. He can't even go high council. Baron's deck here is pretty bad. Helena will discard the dagger and look for something better. See what she finds. Big draw. Finds Dune Desert Planet. I think you got to go mining here and trash Spy Satellites. I think you got to do it, and you got to do it now. It's a point. It's 10, and you just close your eyes. Do you go wealth first? Just to, like, protect your alliance? I think you go wealth first here. And make it, and then you just hope that you get access to Hagar Basin or Great Flat next turn, and you mine, and you trash, and surely you think you're probably good here. And that is indeed what the plan's going to be here. So Helena looking to finish this one off. Players have got to be aware that this could well be last round of the game. Helena is going to finish this game with all 4 alliances, which is kind of criminal, considering that Baron Harkonnen and Hundred Mauritania in this game. It's kind of insane. But here we are. Hundro needs spice. He needs spice for private army, so he needs to be hitting spice. I honestly think Mentat's gone. I would be going probably Hagar Basin here. And get as much spice, prep up private army, get troops in. No, he's going to rely. He's going to say he's okay. Finds Tiebreaker. You know what? Tiebreaker actually has some value here. There is no Chow Murky, so the 10 spice is going to be of use. Ozzy's not putting in the, yep, that's, the Solari's gone. Oh, it shouldn't be there, yeah, so that needs to be removed. Yeah, that should be back here. So it needs to remove the Solari there. Cool. Yeah, good point. That would have not been taken back yet, so a mistake there. They got to be done manually. They're not automatically moved. Hunter's hoping to goodness sakes this goes 2 turns, basically. That's where he's at here. He's praying this goes for 2 turns. But I don't see how it's ever going 2 turns here. They need to deprive Helena of spice now. That's the only way this game continues on, is people need to hit spice spaces now. But it's too late. Helena can go to Great Flat unobstructed. She trashes spice satellites. The game is going to end today. Well, it has to end today, hopefully. I ain't got all night to cast this. But it's going to end. The only way that it would have stopped is if Hundro had gone Hagar Basin with his ring, which I think I would have preferred. And then... Well, no, he would have to have gone Great Flat, and then Baron would have to have gone Hagar Basin. It's the only way the game would have ended. Not have ended immediately. They just block all the spice. I think as well, given she's got 9 points and she took Spice Satellites, if you're not going to get in the way, you're just accepting she's winning and you're fighting for second, which might be what's going on here. I think players maybe are accepting the game is beyond them and they're willing to give it up and just scrapping for second place. And that's what's maybe happening here. Ilban needs 2 more spice to get hold of Sleeper Must Awaken. He will get that. He will get that by going Chome Delegate, and then he cashes in with Freighter Fleet on reveal, takes a spice to get Sleeper Awaken. So he's going to get 2 points here. Is there any way Ilban can go for... What's he doing here? Hello? Is he just going to buy Dreadnought? There's got to be something better for you to do than that. Really? You can't do that. That's an impossible move. Not with Chome Shares and Sleeper. He kind of wants to do something, but he has no idea what to do. It feels horrible. You know, it kind of sucks. As long as he goes Chome, like, he goes Chome and Freighter Fleet reveal, he will get, and doesn't spend any Solari, he will get it. He's trying to do with maths now. He's trying to look to see... He has 2, 4, 5, 6. He has 8 persuasion. He's 1 short, is Ilban. He's 1 persuasion short from buying spice as well, which would get him to 10. Maybe Ilban regretting the fact he didn't reveal earlier in the previous round and taking the double spice or something. I don't know. Then you can argue you got Jessica, but then he shouldn't be able to have a chance of seeing it. And again, they're all in the discard here. I think that was the mistake. But alas, it's what it is. Doesn't really matter. We're here now. Ilban's buying a Dreadnought. What in the heck is going on? He's this desperate to find a card, and he doesn't. I think that was a completely at Kind's punt. 1 in 11 to find that. That is kind of desperate. I'm not going to lie. That is like desperation punt there. He didn't have didn't even have any, he was just trying to find a Jessica or anything to get Spiceless Flow. The problem is doing that means how's he going to get Solari point? He can't get both. Wow, complete gamble there. Maybe he's hoping to go Imperial Basin and reveal Spice Must Flow. Looks like it is also the plan. It looks like that's the plan here, I think. From Ilban. He's going to go Imperial Basin for the third Spice, and then use Spice Must Flow, reveal for the fourth. And reveal Churm Delegate, I guess, is where he's at now. And just take the 2 points and call it a day. I guess that's what he's bargaining. That no one goes Imperial Basin. Someone goes Imperial Basin, feels bad. It was pretty bad. It was not a good draw, but I mean, he had an 11-card discard, so you know, the risk was taken. It was what it was. But you've got a backup plan if you see it. You still can get 2 points. You get 2 points, gets you to 9. And then, like, 9 is probably going to be good enough here for second place. Comes down to Hundro. You don't know what Hundro's got. So, Hundro's going to win the conflict. It gets him to 8. So, it depends if you think Hundro can find a 9th. Yeah, there we go. So, Helena wins. Game is over. They know that's going to be the case. So, it's all about second place now. Can Hundro find a third point here? And the honest answer to that is, I don't think so. Can he find a point? I don't believe so. So I think Ilban, if Ilban can find Imperial Basin with Dune of Desert Planet, he will be good for second. But he has to find it. And he might be a bit kind of annoyed and frustrated. When you're annoyed and frustrated and angry with what you've done, here comes this. So this is coming at the end. So she's going to force out... surely you force out Helena. What, Viz? Do you force out Helena? No, he doesn't. Because he accepts the game's over. So he's just going to deprive other people here. He has to force 2 out. So it doesn't really matter. So that's that. Red is out the combat. He has another action still. Yeah, red is concerned of intrigues of blue, yellow, but green is good here. Green is good. Green's concerned like stage incident, which I would be. Oh no, he's not seeing it. Oh no! Oh, Ilban has not seen the Imperial Basin. Oh no. No. Ah, so that's a point short for Ilban there. And now suddenly, this is looking a little dicey. He might get them on Spice Tiebreaker. I don't know. No, he won't because he's got Tiebreaker card on Hundro. Hundro might actually get a point at a Tiebreaker. Is that insane? Well, Ilban might have lost a point here. So reinforcements will be played. It is their reveal turn, so they'll be able to put in 3 troops from their supply, which they might as well. There's no harm. I think Ozzy knows that he's... Ozzy was saying that about, like, you might put them all in here, but it's like, he should remember that the first card that he got rid of was Rapid Mobilization, so, you know. Well, I think... This Dipwood has cost himself third place here. He's going to cost... It is a little unfortunate. So he gets a load of supplies here. Oh no, he's going to cash... Oh, he can cash in for the spice with this. Okay, I apologize. So he's going up, he's going down, he's just going to cash in the spice here. Okay, my apologies. Sorry, I didn't spot that. I'm so used to people going up 2 and down 1. Yeah, Imperial Basin was still sharper play, but it's like, whatever. So he'll cash in. So he's good. That means, so, WizardofWit's going to win this game here with 10 points. Ilban is going to take 9, and it will take good for second place. Ozzy's going to have to suffice with third place for 8. And Pelican, unfortunately, will be a distant fourth here. Wasn't Pelican's game. Could show there was definitely some rust there. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Getting a couple of games on the belt with the LFGs. Getting back onto it. Wasn't strong enough for this one. Very tight game between Wizard, Dipwood, and Ozzy. Wizard getting 4 alliance in this game, though, is still completely ridiculous. And I do not understand how that's happened. Real craziness. But there we go. Let's go have a chat with the players, everyone. See what they make of this kind of weird encounter. I sense there's some frustration, probably, for a couple of people in this game here. Kind of a weird contest, this, actually, all things considered. I mean, on a variety of reasons. Obviously, not just the fact that Helena has all 4 alliances, which is kind of, like, criminal. But it happened.
Yeah. Guys, good game. I'm sorry I'm so clunky. It's like my 3rd or 4th online game. I play a lot of tabletop, but
yeah, that's
interface
fine.
Is still
yeah, you got to
weird.
get a little used to it. I mean, like, there's a lot of conveniences. Almost everything is scripted now, which is really good. You know, thanks to Ozymandias and the guys, Grim and everything for getting that up to scratch here. But yeah, I don't know how you have all 4 alliances. Like, you almost never see that, and for good reason. It just kind of shouldn't happen. But, I mean, Web of Power, and, like, you got so much crazy use out of Web of Power and Missionaria, like, way more than really you had any right to. Then you got picked up Shifting as well.
I was very lucky.
And then Choem as well, which also helps. I mean, it's kind of insane. Yeah. You take what you can get, though, I suppose. Like, it's in front of you. And then Spy Satellites, and no one really tried to get in the way of that. So, you got to play what's in front, I suppose.
Yeah.
But no, it was an interesting game. Yeah, as well. Like with obviously the previous round, I miscounted as well. There was so much going on with Liat Kynes. So I thought you couldn't get the double draw either, and then you did. So that was unfortunate. It was a bit of an all over the place game. I
thought that was a very cool early reveal for Liat. I was not happy.
Yeah,
that
was bold. Like to Liat Kynes and taking Choem Delegate there, like. You've got to be pretty convinced of the right call. It probably was in the end. But obviously you're giving up the entire first round, which is kind of rough. But he had a pretty bad hand, though, so it was a good time.
You're talking about the turn I took Choem over Spice Must Flow?
Yeah, that was it. I mean, that was, as it worked out...
I agonized over it.
Yeah, I mean, you had both options. It was a tough one. I think either was good. Like, I think Spice is probably the safer bet, I guess. Like,
I was worried that they had so many intrigue cards that... I was afraid my alliances would be.
That was clear. That was very clear. I mean, look at the end state here. Like everything's got like cushion as well, as it turned out. But I mean, if you're gonna get all 4 alliances in this game, like you're probably going to win in Rise of X. So
I played like garbage. Should have bought this.
Yeah, I thought you were picking shy. I mean, but you had a nice real trim deck, which I was very impressed with. But unfortunately,
my deck was trash.
Appropriate. You kind of drew it 1 or 2 times. It was a bad time. It was unfortunate. Guild. I actually liked the pick. I don't hate. It was
a stupid play. I thought I could have gotten the Spice, but.
I mean, to be fair though, like you found the play to like just garrison up the troops there by going here, which I thought was a really good play. I thought it was really.
Yeah, but the time I have to use it, it's like the Solaris fight that's worth nothing.
Yeah, it was. I think your timing just didn't go your way. Like you drew once, that you found appropriate in your last draw, which is bad timing. There wasn't any great text for you to buy either. Nothing really good turned up, so that was unfortunate. So I think you're a bit unlucky in this one. Timing didn't quite go your way. It's the way it goes. Sometimes.
I was awfully lucky. There's no arguing that. It's just the way it was.
You did. I mean, like to find these together like 3 times in a row, it's kind of ridiculous. But that's what happens.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for this match here in Group D. It wasn't the prettiest match I've ever seen. It wasn't the cleanest match I've ever seen. It wasn't the most precise match I've ever seen. And you're going to see that, especially in the group stage, you're going to see a whole variety of games and stuff getting played here. You're going to see a lot of up and down, and you're going to see, different things. Obviously, I don't think anyone here is particularly happy with how they played by the sounds of it, and Wizard, I think, accepts he was a little fortunate to win this one, so I think everyone accepts there's probably room to improve here, but Wizard will be happy with the win. And I think Dick will also be happy to take second place here. It wasn't clean, but it's 3 points for the group. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's the statistic that really matters. So, thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves. We shall see you all in the next conflict. Have fun.